up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Just finished watching the match, and Barcelona beat Olympiacos by 6-1. We got the emphatic scoreline that we didn't need, but is that still paper overing the cracks? And that's what we're going to discuss in this video. Of course, 6-goal score, only 1 conceded, but the 3 points is what's most important. The starting lineup for this match is on the screen for you right now. It was Wojciech Szczesny in goal, a back four of Jules Kounde, Pau Cubarsí, Eric Garcia, and Alejandro Balde, a midfield three of Marc Casado, Pedri, and of course Dro Fernandez, with a front three of Fermin Lopez, Marcus Rashford, and Lamine Yamal. It was actually Dro playing out wide on the left and Fermin playing his natural 10 position on the pitch, and only one change pretty much from the Girona match, with Dro coming in for Frankie. If you want to get technical, of course, Fermin did not start the game, but we all knew he was going to start this upcoming match. Back five staying the same as well. Questionable lineup, but in the end, it got the result. The first goal scored in this match was scored by Fermin Lopez. Fantastic work from Alejandro Balde to start the play, especially when he saw the Olympiacos backline opening up. Puts it a through ball in between the lines. Fermin Lopez picks it up, puts it out watching Lamine. Lamine cuts inside, brings in the box, rounds the keeper. Ball drops to Fermin, and he hits it into the open net. Very, very luckily, but of course, we will take it, and that gave Barcelona the 1-0 lead. The second goal scored in this match was scored again by Fermin Lopez, completing his brace before halftime. Great slip-in pass by Dro Fernandez, who becomes one of the youngest players ever to get an assist in the Champions League. And yet again, another calm, cool, collected, and comfortable finish from Fermin Lopez, who slots it into the back of the net and gives Barcelona the 2-0 lead. The third goal scored in this match was scored by Lamine Yamal, a calm, cool, collected penalty put into the back of the net, sending the keeper the wrong way. Did that little, Messi feint, World Cup-esque, final-esque style. Again, calm, cool, collected penalty. Thought Rashford would take it. In the end, if Rashford did take it, he would have gotten a hat-trick. But the penalty, again, was very, very clear on Rashford, of course, but Lamine slots it home and gave Barcelona that cruise control 3-1 lead. The fourth goal scored was scored by Marcus Rashford, yet again in a very odd fashion. He's now getting some goals, and his record is looking crazy for Barcelona. I believe it was a cross back in by Balde, and he shoots the ball at the keeper's near post. Then the keeper saw late, stuck a foot out, and just couldn't get there. It was an oddly finished that should have been saved. The goalkeeper was a bit more aware, but of course, I don't care. We take it 4-1 lead. The fifth goal scored in this match was scored by Fermin Lopez to complete his hat-trick. I believe the second hat-trick of the season after Ferran. The Ferran got a hat-trick? Am I tweaking? Maybe the first hat-trick of the season for Barcelona. I don't know. But he got his hat-trick. And again, fantastic way. Rooney Bargi off the right-hand side. Little elastico to get around the player. He then slips and he does the cut back. But it cuts back in the top of the box. Fermin Lopez is wide and open, and he slots it bottom right-hand corner. Very, very, very elite finish from Fermin. And of course, that leads to him taking home the match ball. And the sixth and final goal scored was scored by Marcus Rashford to complete his brace. Again, another great finish from him down the left-hand side, cuts inside, bangs it in near post of the keeper. Yet again, Marcus Rashford loves that shot. We've seen a lot, of course, with Manchester United as well. Loves to shoot at the keeper's near post, especially from distance. And again, he does have that cool finish. I think that shot from distance he should be using much more, because again, it is effective. Even the keeper saves it. It could spill. We could maybe create a chance to create a goal scoring opportunity from the rebound. But fantastic from Rashford. Great finish from him, and he completes his his second Barcelona brace in the Champions League as well. So overall, the team performance rating on the night, I'm giving it an average 6 out of 10. Again, we cannot let this scoreline, in my opinion, overshadow and, dictate the mood. The performance was mid yet again. It was, yes, we scored 3 goals in, the last 10-20 minutes of the second half to make this scoreline look a bit more sexy, but we were struggling. Yet again, we score early on, we struggle. We got a little consolation goal with Dro magically slip Fermin through, good finish from Fermin. The second half, beginning first 10-15 minutes, was dead as well. They scored, no clean sheet, and then once they got that red card, the game opened up, as you do expect. I am worried. This team is not showing any improvement. The players are playing the exact same way. Flick is sticking to his same philosophy, his same mindset. Again, I've been crying out now that either the system or the players have to change, and neither are changing. How do you have a poor performance like that against Girona and pick the exact same team and the exact same players playing the exact same mid fashion? It is worrying. The scoreline is great. The win is fantastic, but I'm scared that this game on Sunday against Madrid is going to be the exposure game of to how bad this team is. I don't think we're going to get pumped 4-5, 6-0, but we will get, I feel like we will get beat. We will get beat in comfortable fashion, a 3-1, 3-0, 2-0, something like that, because this team is showing so many frailties in behind. What does Araujo or Christensen have to do to start a game? I know Christian was not available for this game, but Kounde has just been dire. Eric and Kubarsi at the back have just been mid. The midfield has no intensity. It's the same thing. This is why this, again, I think the win is important for the players and the fans, for their morale and confidence going to the El Clasico, especially if Madrid drop points or maybe tight win or lose tomorrow in the Champions League. But for me, I see the bigger picture that there's no progress. It was the exact same. Sevilla, PSG, Girona, Olympiacos are all the same mid-dead performances. Just today we capitalized on our finishing, which I think again is a positive, but still worrying signs for me, and I'm worried that that Clasico might be either the game changer where we turn a page and look great, or it's going to be the exposer one. But on today, I think again, I think easy you could say half the game we were mid, half the game we were okay. I even think in those good spells that we did have, we weren't playing champagne fantastic football. Again, I do want to highlight the clinicality of the team today, especially from Fermin Lopez. He is the absolute game changer. How good he is, his finishing in the 10 is fantastic. Rashford hopefully this will help with his confidence getting goals and behind. I think he maybe finished his first or second full 90 minutes for Barcelona. But as a team collectively, again, there are still issues in defensive transition which can be exposed and it can be a worrying sign against big teams. But overall tonight, team performance rating for me will be getting an average 6 out of 10. Let's now get into the players' individual player ratings. We're going to start, of course, with the goalkeeper, Wojciech Szczesny. Tech in goal, I've given Tech a 5 out of 10. We're at a point now where Ter Stegen might be our number 2. Ter Stegen's future, we'll talk about it in tomorrow's transfer video, but we're at a point now where I've added up to here now with Szczesny. I mean, he can't pass, he can't save. I mean, his pass that got back today and in possession in that first half was absolutely woeful, atrocious. The few shots he did, I mean, he did make that great save from post in the first minute. Shout out to him. I think for the penalty, he went the right way. I think the penalty was just too good. I think for the goal conceded, that was ruled out for offside. Could have done much better there. It just looks so meaty. I think he hasn't kept a single clean sheet for Barcelona since coming in for Joan Garcia. And I think he's being exposed. I think he's a bit of a fraud. I think he should retire again and just, call it quits and, save us the misery. But maybe I'm overreacting a little bit, but I haven't been too impressed with Szczesny this season. 5 out of 10 from me. In the center back partnership in front of him, who also I have not been impressed with. First on the left-hand side, it was Eric Garcia. 5 out of 10. I think he was average, but I have docked him 1 point for giving away that penalty with that stupid, crazy handball. Literally just elbows the ball away. I mean, I think you can easily prevent that, but I think he looked all right in possession. I think defensively, he was getting a bit, out of pace. It's just, he looks like he needs something to jolt him. I know that Flick loves him. I think Flick is really giving him a push in regards to him being that Inigo replacement. But I think he did show the end of last season. But I think Eric looks better at right back than he does at center back. I'm sorry. Yes, he put in some great performances at center back. Not taking that away from him whatsoever. But I think overall, he plays in the system at right back better than he does at center back. I wouldn't say he was poor today, but still, with the penalty given away, I have knocked him down the 1 grade. So 5 out of 10. His center partner on the right-hand side was Pau Kubarsi, and serious questions need to be asked about Pau now because he is putting in mid after mid after mid. He had some good recovery pace today. I think his passing on the ball was good, but in defensive transition, yet again, he's not getting exposed, but he's getting done way too easily in certain scenarios, and I think benching him will wake him up, maybe sharpen him up a bit more as well. Look much better with Araujo beside him, if I'm going to be completely honest. I know that people don't like Araujo, but when Araujo came in for that last 25 minutes, Kubarsi looked decent. But with Eric, I don't know, maybe they both don't have confidence in themselves, and maybe they both need kind of that huge muscle lengthy center back beside them, whether it's Araujo or Christensen. But maybe it's just a center back pairing together, but I have to go based on what I've seen. I just don't think Kubarsi was added today. 5 out of 10 from me. Into the fullbacks now. Firstly, Jules Kounde on the right-hand side. I mean, my God, have mercy on my soul. What is going on with Jules? I mean, he can't pass, he can't defend, he can't control the ball. Nothing's happening. He's absolutely gone AWOL at this point. Like, it's so bad. Back-to-back 4 out of 10s for Jules Kounde. Crazy. I mean, again, wank. He was so poor in that first half. I don't know how the hell he completed, more than 70 minutes. He got hooked, which I think shows how bad he is, because he usually does not get subbed off. But my God, was he awful. I just don't know what's up with him. Passing, he's misplacing passes. In possession, he looks dead. I mean, his touch and his movement and a little bit of his offensive game was okay, but in possession, passing, looking forward, overlapping runs, just nothing was there whatsoever. Very, very poor from Jules. 4 out of 10 for me. He needs to be dropped as well. But on the left-hand side, left fullback, there is some positive in Alejandro Balde, who gets a 7 out of 10 for me. Of course, got the assist for the Rashford second goal. Thought he had a really good game. He looked really well on that left-hand side, making great overlapping runs. His cross today looked much better. I'm not saying it looks, Gerard Martin perfect-esque, but they're much better from the, Balde crossing that we are used to. Made some good runs forward, came back, defended well. I thought he had a very, very solid game, and I need to see more from him from this game. He's just coming back from injury, and what better way to get a good performance in than before an El Clasico, so we will definitely take that. But I think Balde showed by one of the best left backs in the world, put in a really, really solid performance. Into the midfield now. First in the pivot, it was Marc Casado, just like Girona, average 6 out of 10, basically the same performance. I feel like, he got stuck in, made some good interception, good deflections, on the ball was okay, gave the ball away a few times. That's what you get with Mark. So I'm not, too crazy. Of course, made a little bit of the dive for the second for the red card, which of course led to 3 goals. So we can give him a bit of props for that. Did get hit in the face. Did he overplay it and stuff? You bet your arse he did. But I think the most important thing is that he took the chance and it came out big. So shout out to him. But again, typical performance as usual, 6 out of 10. Same thing as well for Pedri. Typical performance. The captain on the night, solid 7 out of 10. Was creating, made some good runs, kept the tempo strong, progressed the ball forward a lot in that first half. It looked like it was just Pedri and Fermin in that first half, for being honest. A little bit of Balde as well. Even the second half as well, he was the only one that had energy in that dominating first, 10-15 minutes for Olympiacos. They lead the team by example. I didn't see too much, captaincy from him per se, but I still think he had a really technically great performance. I will give him a 7 out of 10. And finally, in the final midfield position, it was the man of the hour, Fermin Lopez. He gets a 9 out of 10 and my man of the match. I mean, you can't go wrong there with the hat-trick. I think a hat-trick was very well taken as well. They weren't, tap-ins or easy chances. And maybe the first goal was. The other 2 were, I think, solid finishes, especially that third one from the Rooney Bargi Elasico assist. And he's now showing why he's now an undisputed starter at the 10. I think even when Olmo comes back, you keep Fermin in unless Fermin has a couple stinkers back to back to back. But he's showing why he's more of a complete midfielder than Olmo, and also, most importantly, can stay fit a bit longer. He is had some injuries over the past few years, but he at least can stay semi-fit for a period of time. What a great performance. I was ready to give him a 10, which I don't think it was a complete performance from him. I think he had some slip-up moments here and there, misplacing passes, some chances that maybe he should have scored as well. It wasn't, a 10 out of 10 for me, but still a solid 9 out of 9. You cannot take that away from him. 9 out of 10 from me. And my man of the match, left-hand side, of course, was Dro Fernandez. I've given Dro a 7. Again, this is his Champions League debut, his second start of the season. Played more than 45 minutes, which you know is already a good thing. Got an assist as well. I thought he looked lively. I think his connection play with Balde looked really, really strong, really, really nice. He has the ability to, pick pocket passes, see some space. I think his turn and touch was really, really strong as well, and good composure for a 17-year-old. And I really want to see him play in the middle. He was, of course, playing off the left in this game, so you never know what the future holds for him in the middle or out wide on the left. But a very, very positive performance from him. 7 out of 10 from me. Other winger, or should I say other forward per se up front, Marcus Rashford, 7 out of 10 for me. Was a bit meaty the first hour. I know he got 2 goals. I don't think he's done enough to be an 8 out of 10. Definitely a 7, 7.5. The goals were taken, well taken finishes. I think the first half it was a bit sloppy. Hold up play was a bit, bouncy. Got some fouls in his favor from those tackles in behind, which is good. But didn't really do much in that first hour. I would say once the game opened up with the red card, looked much more lively. But again, this will be good for his confidence, hopefully, heading into El Clasico. 2 well-taken goals, a great break from him. He's now got 4 goals in 3 Champions League games for Barcelona. No complaints there from me. Solid 7 out of 10 from him. Same goes for the final player, of course, Lamine Yamal. 7 out of 10 for me. A goal and assist. I mean, the goal was a penalty. The assist was a fugazi assist from mid, but you can't take that away from him. To be honest, I think he was mid. Definitely, I think probably the weakest of the forwards, I would say, for Dro and Rashford. I do think Lamine was definitely the worst over the course of the 90 minutes. he lacks something. I don't know, he needs a spark. He needs to get into a fight with someone on social media, put like a Instagram story or something, but something needs to give him that bit of fire. I feel like he's playing without that spark, without that fire. Has it been because he's been out for injuries for so long? Well, like this after he celebrated with all the noise that's been happening recently. You know, I think there is something there missing for his game. He's still fugazi in goals and assists. He got the assist for the Pedri goal on the weekend. He has, you know, 3 GAs in the past 2 games since coming in. So he's having an impact, definitely based on the scoreline, but the performances haven't been quite there. I think everyone can agree on that. 7 out of 10 for me, though, despite the performances. He got 2 GAs. So you can't really, you know, bring him lower than a 7. Anyways, into substitution now. Subs were Frankie de Jong, Rooney, Bargi, Araujo, Jordan Martin, and Bernal. Bernal and Jordan Martin didn't really do much. Same with Araujo. Rooney had that nice Elastico assist. Looked really lively, Rooney, especially on the right-hand side. Looked very, very comfortable. I think we should, you know, play him a bit more on the right-hand side. Give Lamine more rest since Lamine's a bit, you know, fragile as of late. Maybe even try Rooney off the left. Looked really, really lively against Girona and now against Olympiacos off the bench. Frankie came in at halftime. Frankie's so good, man. He came in, just brought that elegance, brought mainly, I think, the composure, and we just looked more complete and a better team on the ball with Frankie in the midfield, and that showed very much in that game as well. It showed that against Girona as well, just we weren't transitioning well, but when he came in, it brought that calm, cool composure, especially in the double pivot more so than in the, you know, final third of, you know, attacking the transition for Barcelona. So overall, subsidy definitely had a big impact, and mainly for me is of course Rooney and Frankie, and of course that rotation and freshness was also a big factor as well. And last but not the least, of course, the manager, Hansi Flick, who never will be getting a 7 out of 10. Of course, a 6-1 win. He made his 5 subs. We won the match emphatically on the scoreline. But again, I still have questions in regards to his lineup selection. You know, when you have a sneaky performance like he did against Girona and keeping the exact same team, barring one change, he did mention that Frankie de Jong ran a lot against Girona, so wanted to rest him, so he brought in Dro. Again, I respect the balls and, you know, makeshift the team around, maybe fit some first teamers in there, you know, Jordan Martin, Balde, left wing kind of style. I do respect that a lot, but he needs to have some more cojones. And again, either the players or the system have to change, or else the performances will be the same. We're not going to survive with these media performances week in, week out. We are just not. I give him a 7, probably due to the fact, again, he made his rotation, he made the subs, we won, you know, in 5 places. He did his job as a manager, but questions are still lingering in the back of my head about the consistency and the survivability of this team this season. I think one bad result could put us AWOL, and that is the worrying thing, and he needs to make that drastic movement to light the spark. Your star player, Lamine Yamal, is now playing with a spark. You have to light it in him and also into everyone else. I am very scared for let's go with tonight. Flick gets a 7 out of 10. Got the job done. So that's a match review for Barcelona versus Olympiacos in the Champions League. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, of course, make sure you drop a like down below. And of course, in the comments down below as well, let me know your thoughts on everything we did discuss. The main thing I want to first, of course, is your thoughts on the performance, your player ratings, and your manager rating as well. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time on the channel. Take care and force the Barca.
Go,